Hello, my name is Darnell Self, and I'm a Millionaire Club member with PrePaid Legal Services Incorporated. And today I'm sitting here with my good friend and business partner, Mr. Michael Humes, who's also a Millionaire Club member with PrePaid Legal Services. And today our goal is to educate you a little bit on the prepaid legal opportunity and dispel some myths along the way. You know, I was taught some things growing up that simply don't hold true today. They said things like, Darnell, money can't buy you happiness. Well, look at the smile on my face. I'm telling you, that's not the truth. You know, broke people made that up. They said, stay where we are. But honestly, it's not the money. It's the things you can do with the money when money doesn't matter anymore. I'm telling you, there's a different feeling in the morning when you wake up, not to see how you're going to pay your bills, but to see who you can bless because all your bills have been paid. It's another feeling. You know, my parents told me, Darnell, you got to retire when you get older. You need to prepare for that. And so I equated age with retirement, when absolutely age has nothing to do with retirement, but everything to do with the amount of wealth that you've accumulated. And so all these myths that came about as I was growing up were actually contradicted by some of the wealth education I had along the way with prepaid legal. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about those services and how we're able to benefit from those services economically with the prepaid legal opportunity, because we believe that there's an opportunity for wealth in America.
Before prepaid legal services, I was a letter carrier for the post office, or a disgruntled mailman, as I like to say. And I did that for about 5 years and really found myself stuck. And I'm not sure if you've ever felt stuck before, but I was working 65, 70 hours a week, and they were paying me just enough so I wouldn't quit. And I was working just hard enough so they wouldn't fire me, and, doing that on a daily basis. And prior to that, going to college for 5 years, and I left college a sophomore after that amount of time. And so, really, I was looking for a true opportunity, one that actually had residual income attached to it. And residual income is basically doing something one time, offering a product or service one time, but positioning yourself to reap the benefits of that over the long haul, over a long period of time. And so, the post office obviously didn't offer that. If it did, then obviously I would be able to profit after every single letter I delivered, but it just wasn't there. And so, it didn't feel like I had a whole lot of options at that point. So I tried a few different business ventures prior to prepaid legal services, and prepaid legal was just a perfect fit because it offered a way where I can truly help other people, but I could also make a tremendous living. And something that I started out on a part-time basis just to supplement my income turned quickly into full-time income. And within 9 months, at 26 years of age, I was blessed to walk away from the post office as a letter carrier for the post office. I earned a six-figure income at 27 years of age, and at 31, made my first million from home. But the beauty of that is not the income that the company has paid me, but it's seeing the thousands of other individuals that we've been blessed to help out through the opportunity, or introduce, I should say, to the opportunity, who have also been blessed to make a 6- and 7-figure income as well.
So obviously you've got to believe in what it is that you're doing in order to be successful in anything. So let me ask you, do you think that the services, the prepaid legal membership, has anything to do with the success that you've been able to have?
Absolutely. I believe that the membership is incredible, but more so it's my belief in the membership now, having used the service dozens of times now. And it's funny because at 25 years of age, I never used an attorney before. I didn't plan on using one for the next 25 years of my life. So I remember being asked, or asking the question rather, why would I prepay for something I've never used and don't plan on using? And the gentleman responded, Mike, it's not if you've used an attorney, but how many times have you needed the use of one? And I'm sure every single person out there can see a value in positioning themselves to basically level the legal playing field, but just didn't know that it was out there, didn't know that it exists. And I think the service is really a byproduct of the success, knowing that you can offer something that you would offer for free. If the contractor didn't come back to finish fixing a family member or a friend's roof, I would tell them, hey, you need to call prepaid legal. You need to get your last will and testament, a living will, a doable power of attorney done. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars to get that done when you can have it done complimentary through our prepaid legal membership. So what I saw was a way where for pennies a day, for a minimal amount, I can actually have access to good quality attorneys that everyone could afford for less than a bottle of water a day. So it really just made sense. And anything that typically makes sense now will make dollars for you later.
So I know a lot of folks look at opportunities. I've been approached with several opportunities. I used to work at a mall in the Maryland area called PG Plaza, and I was a retail manager there. And after graduating from college with a degree in PR. I never got a job in that degree because my experience working at the mall outweighed my degree from college. So they was feeling stuck at this job. And so I was approached by several different opportunities. And what I was told back then, I want to dispel that myth right up front. I was told, listen, you want to be on the front end of a company, and truly you want to be on the front end of an industry. Because if you start a company today, but that company's already in an industry where everything's you already have a strong market penetration, then it's no good to be in a startup company because the product has already been out there for years. So here we are with a 30-year-old plus company with less than 3% market penetration. So we're actually on the front end of an industry. This is a paradigm shift. We are truly leveling the legal playing field. So that's exciting because I don't have to go to someone and say, listen, my product is better than your product, or my long distance cheaper than your long distance, my makeup's better than your makeup, my vitamins are better than your vitamins. Here's an opportunity where I don't have to say that because I don't have to, of course I don't have to convince you that what I'm offering you is better than what you're using because you're not using what I'm offering.
Absolutely. And I think that's what has been a myth for so long in this network marketing industry is the fact that you have to find the void, fill the void, and you become wealthy. But most of the voids out there have already been filled. So we aren't recreating someone's buying habits because what they're using, as you said, or what we're offering, they haven't used prior to getting the prepaid legal membership. What's exciting for me is not just how well the service works, but what's powerful is to see the lives that are changed as a result of not just our membership, but also the business opportunity that's attached to it. Again, being a former letter carrier for the post office, I never dreamed I'd be in a position where I could help so many other people attain financial freedom for themselves.
I've helped more people that I did not know prior to prepaid legal than people that I did know. And that hurts a little bit because you want to help out your family. But it's been that way for a long time in history. Harriet Tubman, who led the Underground Railroad, said, I'll free us as slaves. I know exactly where to go. I've gone the route before, and I'm coming back to get you. And when she came back, there were folks who said, no. How do we know? I'm not sure, when she's already proven it. And so she said, I would have freed thousands of more slaves if they only knew that they were slaves. And so there's so many folks that are enslaved but just don't know that they're enslaved. They're doing the thing they feel like they have to do, not the thing that they want to do in life, not to have the freedom that they could have in life, which has been most refreshing to me. It's not the money. It's being able to spend the quality of time with my friends and family. I have 4 kids and married. And when I worked at the mall, I couldn't just call in and take off whenever I wanted to take off. I had to actually call in and ask permission to take off when my own child was sick. That I didn't feel like was fair. I couldn't just call in and say, listen, today is my daughter's field trip, my son's field trip. Can I take off? They wouldn't allow me to take off. As a matter of fact, I was the manager. So when I called in, there was no one else to go in. So I was there 60, 70, 80 hours a week.
The average father spends about 5 minutes a day with their child. And so it feels good to be in a position, especially as a single father, to have more time than that, to be able to pick and choose how much time I want to spend with my little girl, whether it's popping up and having lunch with her at school and sitting at a table with her and 7 of her close friends, or going on field trips in and throughout the city, or whether it's, being at the ballet classes, the piano classes, or taking her on trips all across the country. That's the beauty of this opportunity, is the time freedom that's associated with the wealth that you're able to accumulate. Of course, you have to find a vehicle that would allow you to create that type of lifestyle. And what we're sharing with you today is that prepaid legal is that vehicle that will create that lifestyle for you. Life is something we all have, but style is the way that you choose to live it. And here's an opportunity that will allow you to live the lifestyle you want.
We're talking about beyond your own wealth, beyond you getting a car, you getting a house. All those things are nice, and those trappings of success are nice. But it's beyond that. It's generational wealth. And so for me to go back and retire my grandmother meant more than the money, but it took the money to do it.
I can't, I can recall my mother's face when I was able to buy her a new car with cash and present it to her at a cookout at my home. It was just an incredible feeling.
It is. And I can't tell you, and I pray that you don't get the messengers confused with the message. We say that in a humble way because we're just blessed. We're honored to be able to share this information with you, but it wasn't because we were so great. I tell folks all the time, you don't have to be great to start. You just have to start to become great. And that's the opportunity that we have today.